Hi everyone, it's Farhan Della, angel therapist and spiritual personal trainer, with your angel card reading for the week of November 18th and the energy forecast this week. So, we're on the point in our lives right now where there's obviously some pretty dark forces that are escalating on our planet. And with the brink of everything that's happened, not just in Paris, in Beirut, in other parts of the world, all these acts of terror have really forced us into taking action and responsibility for our own lives, because this is the time the angels are saying that it's really important to not just put our attention through prayers and thoughts of peace, but to be very cautious about our own actions and our own lives, starting with our own very thoughts. In other words, every contribution that you are making as an individual is being experienced not just by you, but by the entire collective as a whole, because we are one. And how are you at this point in your life contributing to that collective good? Because you're only doing one of two things. You're either adding to it or you're taking away from it. And your every thought, every comment on Facebook, every tweet is doing one or the other. And if you're not part of the solution, then chances are you're contributing to the problem. In other words, if we really want to see the planet to be in a place of peace, to live in a place of harmony, then we must be aligned with those actions, not just in our thoughts and prayers, but in our actions. And this week in particular, I'm noticing and paying further attention to the comments that people are posting, for example, on Facebook, not necessarily attributing to what's been happening in Paris, but other posts that I perhaps have been making. And they've not been all positive. There have been a lot of negative comments. I shouldn't say a lot, but there have been some negative comments. And it made me wonder how people are being truly reflective of what's been happening in the world. Because if they really understood the impact that each one of us is having, then they're going to think twice about what they post and what they comment. Because like I said, every like or dislike, every word, thought, or action is either contributing to the greater good or is taking away, because we are co-creators with divine free will who have a right to choose our thoughts and our words. But each thought and word is powerful, it has kinetic energy, and it has consequences, and it's only one or the other. It's positive or negative. So the angels want to remind you that only thoughts of love and thoughts of harmony aligned with actions of thoughts of love and in harmony can only result in a world that is based in love and in harmony. So think about that the next time you post a comment or you tweet, or you send that email, or you criticize someone, or you judge them, whatever it may be. And so that, it's no surprise that the very first card that came up in this week's angel reading is the card of law of attraction. And it's exactly what the angels have been saying at the beginning of this video, is that your every thought and every word has power, and it is creating all the circumstances in your life. But also know that that is having an impact on your relationships, on your family, and the collective as a whole. Okay? And so be mindful of what it is that you're creating, and also use the law of attraction with intention to help you achieve all your desires and your dreams, because you are responsible for your own life. No one else can possibly choose your thoughts, your words, and your actions for you. Only you can. So be self-accountable and take responsibility for your life. And now is the time on our planet to not just use the law of attraction for yourself, but with the intention of how what you're doing and what you're creating is having an impact on the greater good. In other words, it's fine to go through your personal healing journey. It's fine to work on yourselves. It's fine to take time out to be a better person. But it's not enough to not do enough with that. It's now time to take what it is that you're developing, what is it that you're learning, what is it that you're creating, and put it out into the world, because you are having an impact. And not doing anything is just as negative as not as being negative. So utilize your strengths, your gifts, and how it is that you're developing your skills and utilize your healing and all it is that you're doing to be the person that you are and put it out into the world. Okay, that's your purpose, is to take what you've got and to be of service. And now more than ever, we are all being called, because we cannot continue to allow to see ourselves as separate. And this fear energy that you're experiencing because of what's been happening in other parts of the world, like Paris and Beirut, it can be diffused and it can absolutely be transformed, but it starts with each of us. And so if you picked card number 2, the angels are suggesting or guiding you that this is the time to start a creative project. And the artist in you, whether it's painting, writing, or any type of creative project, maybe it's a home renovation, whatever it is, it's the time to get started. And the reason is that, for one thing, that when you are involved in some form of creativity, you're actually connecting through the divine, and it is a form of prayer, because all inspiration comes from the divine. And that's where artists write music, artists develop painting. It all comes from a greater source. And as an artist, you are just the vehicle for the delivering of that prayer. Okay, all art is a form of prayer, especially that art which is used with great intention. And one of the reasons why artistry is so important, or creativity is so important, is because when we're in our creative space, we become passionate, we become excited, and we become joyful. And that's transformative. I watched a video of a man in Paris the very next day after the shootings who wheeled out his piano, and he took his bike and he hinged his piano, and he rode the bike into the middle of the streets of Paris, and he just started to play Imagine. And everyone came around and watched him play, and when he was done, he just took his piano and he went, didn't say his name, didn't say anything else. And that is what being creative in with the intention of being connected to the divine can do for us. Prayers are definitely transformative, but so is artistry when used with truest of intention. And that was just a beautiful thing to watch. And the other aspect of being creative is when we're passionate and joyful and excited, it boosts our attractive ability to attract all things positive. So whether it's that job you're hoping to attract, whether it's the relationship, your vibrational being intensifies to create manifestation at much rapid rates than when you are at a lower frequency of despair, feeling stressed, or in a state of worry. That all blocks us. So whether you see the correlation or not at the moment, pick up a paintbrush, get on your laptops, write something, get into your creative space. And being in that state of prayer will ignite positive emotions to magnify your ability to manifest, and also put out that form of prayer in a way in which they can transform people's lives in which you could not even imagine. Okay? And the third card is perfect timing. This is the time to act. This is the time to get going. This is the time to pick up the phone, to post that post on Facebook, to go get that job. This is the time to pick up that paintbrush. Whatever it is, this is the time to stop procrastinating, to get out there. And the angels are saying you are fully, fully supported. There is so much divine support and guidance right now. And there are greater beings of light being sent to our planet to assist us. We are not abandoned. We are not being left alone. And I saw very clearly in a vision that people have been praying and asking for more divine help to come and assist us, and help is here. It is not just on the way, but it is absolutely here. So know that you are absolutely being supported and divinely guided, not just through all the catastrophes that we're experiencing right now, but through every aspect of our lives, how little it may seem, or how big the project. I'm Farhan Della. It is my absolute pleasure to do this angel reading and weekly forecast for you. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me either here on Facebook or on my website. I love you greatly and dearly. Angel blessings to you.